Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee Wallach. Today, let's talk about something real simple. Who controls you? You think you do, don't you? You think you're the master of your mind. Are you? Is everything you think something that you've chosen? I go back to when I was getting my master's degree in consciousness studies, and we studied great philosophers, and we studied Plato. And here's the one thing I remembered from Plato. Plato said that truly master every morning empties all of the thoughts out of their brain, and then one by one examines them to see if these thoughts truly serve their highest vision. Now that's profound. How many times do we just accept what we're thinking without understanding that it could be going completely against where we want to go? And what it is just a deep habit of thinking that we've had since we were a little tot. And when you're a little tot, you start thinking something because mom and dad have told you, and it gets reinforced. It goes deeper, 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 until the fact of the matter is you really don't even know you're having those thoughts. My father said to me when I was young, here's one of the many, Lee, the reward for good work is more work. And so everything was about work. It wasn't about doing things that were fulfilling you. So I've had to try to unpack that, to break it down so that I don't think about just doing work, but I choose what I do and see if it's in alignment, make sure it's in alignment with where I want to go and who I want to be. Because work should not be difficult. Should not be difficult. If you're going to do action, and that's what work is action, moving towards something, choose something you want to move toward. Then it's not work. Then it's more living what you want. It's living what you do. I know there's very few people out there that are doing a podcast like this. Every day, 8 a.m., I'm here for years now. For years I've been doing this. It's not work. I'm doing what I love. You know, I teach that you have a hierarchy of values, and I'm in alignment with, I learned that from one of my teachers, Dr. John DeMartini. And I make sure every day I ask the question, is what I'm talking about, is what I'm doing, who I'm hanging with, is it serving my highest 3 to 5 values? If it's not, that's my benchmark. So when Plato says examine every thought, you got to say, okay, what am I examining those thoughts against? I examine my thoughts to say, do they serve my highest values? Are they helping me become more aware? Is it allowing me to teach and speak about self-love? Is it about building interpersonal connections? Is it about my personal health and well-being? Is it about learning and traveling to other cultures? Is it about being financially free to do what I want, when I want, how I want? If it doesn't serve those 6 values, which are my top 6, especially if it doesn't serve one of my top 3, then it's a choice I have to make. Do I waste my time on something that's not relevant in my life? Most of the time, here's what happens. We waste time on what's relevant. You see, we can use social media for good. I'm using social media right now. This is being broadcast on 3 Facebook channels, TikTok, and YouTube, all at the same time. For me, that's a productive use of my time. But if I were to sit back, and I've been known to do it, and get on Facebook and just start watching things that weren't in alignment, what am I allowing to control me? I'm allowing the platform of social media to control me, to feed me dopamine hits and keep me locked in. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? You've all been there. You've all probably did it a bit yesterday, didn't you? I know I got lost for about 30 minutes yesterday. You go down that path and it takes you right down there. Now, the question is, can you go down the path on topics that are important to you? Corey says, your talk reminded me that I get paid today. Corey, I love that you get paid today. It means you're getting a return of energy for energy that you have put out. That's all money is. Money is a way of exchanging energy. And when you start to understand that, you go, whoa, I'm only getting this much. Well, that's because you're giving them a low grade of energy. The higher grade of energy, the higher octane the energy you give out, the more you get paid. It's a good analogy, right? I love that every day I get to wake up and I get to create Lee. I get to create Lee's life. And I become really empowered when I realize I can't create anyone else's life. Not my wife's, not my son's, not my granddaughters, not any of my community members. I can't create anyone's life but my own. So that frees me of so much unnecessary thought and worry. I don't have to worry about someone's life. They're creating it. Can I be an example? Yes. Can I be caring? Yes. Can I care about their end result? No. Why? I don't control them. They do. They're responsible for that. That's a hard thing to be able to understand and say, but you can't care about the result of anyone else because you have no control over it. Why would you care about something you have no control over? So think about everything that's going on in the world today that's frustrating you, that's getting you upset, that's getting you wanting to take on the world. If you can't do anything about it personally, let it go. Just let it go. It's a waste of your time, waste of your energy. Because if you don't let it go, it controls you. You are not in control anymore. And I'm not being narcissistic because it's not just me that has the control. I believe everyone has the control. And I honor that. I honor that all the people who are listening, whether it's Jeannie, Corey, Wendy, Carol, McBride, Zoe, and SRS Coleman, you're in control of your life. You get to choose the thoughts you hold on to. You get to choose the thoughts you focus on. Here's what I would say. Choose wisely, because those thoughts become your present and can lead to your future. Be the person who is different, who's unique, who thinks for themselves, who chooses their thoughts, chooses them wisely. Just to let you know, next week, starting on Monday, let me think about that. Not next week, the week after, I'm going to be doing a class on the 5 agreements. I'm going to do the 4 agreements plus the 5th agreement. 5-week class in the summer, just a simple one, but we'll go deep. If you're interested in that, go to agapespiritualcenter.com and sign up today. Love to have you be a part of a class where we get to interact with each other. With that, my beautiful friends, it's your day. You're in control. Don't give it. Maggie says, cold showers, day 4. You go, Maggie. You go, girl. I love when people start the cold. I'm on cold tubs every day. Been doing it since December 31st. The benefits are incredible. Got off topic, but that's okay. I get to control what I talk about. And sometimes I talk about what you want. With that, much love.